experience. All the talk about the climate, all 10 outfield players from Mexico have experience playing overseas.
Here's Christian Pulisic, handing off for Bobby Wood, who held himself on side. Guardado got in his way, now Fabian Johnson missing in the cross.
A lot is coming down that left-hand side through Tecatito Corona, and he's just having a field day.
Pulisic running around Andres Guardado, trying to play in for Altidore, able to hold it up, couldn't cut it along for Fabian Johnson. Carlos Vela battling with Fabian Johnson, who's able to win the ball. Now it's getting testy. Guardado trying to foul Pulisic and couldn't. Aston Moreno. Reyes is going to get there to break it up. Pulisic pressuring Talavera.
His head up, looking to pick someone out.
Pulisic's cross in. Altidore was there. He was just tackled off it before he could get an attempt away. Pulisic dancing around Salcedo. Jones playing for Wood. Altidore on the far side. Wood coming inside. Marquez had to let him go. Fabian Johnson has joined up. Altidore knocked away by Hector Moreno. Jones under pressure from Chicharito. Found Pulisic. Bobby Wood wanted it through. Herrera closed him down before he could. Running on Hector Herrera. It's behind Altidore. It's Pulisic stepping through to help win it back. Wood's in front of him. Jones is out wide. Rafa Marquez is there to intercept the pass. And do what they tend to do very well. Mexico and Columbus open the Hexagonal away, and Christian Pulisic getting the cross in. It was missed, hit backwards. It's Fabian Johnson. And still loose. Altidore was there. Johnson let it go for Jones. It was blocked. The ball in play. Pulisic. Altidore stepping in with a hard challenge. Pulisic, look at that, got caught up with Herrera. Now Jones. Pulisic skips away from Herrera. Comes inside of his defender. Rolled along now for Fabian Johnson. Jermaine Jones wants it back post. Pulisic making the run here off the ball. Looking for the free kick from Bradley. Pulisic knocked it down. Johnson didn't get there. Moreno. Altidore for Pulisic. They just took a little knock there on the outside. And a shove from Carlos Salcedo.
And they've been a big reason for the U.S.'s success.
Pulisic intercepted the flick from Herrera. Christian Pulisic wants it himself. Salcedo went straight to ground. It's going to be
such a strange challenge. It just goes to ground and trips him up.
Herrera trying to find Chicharito. Pulisic fighting hard. Pulisic comes away with the ball. Nice little move. Now Salcedo on a yellow throws the shoulder. Altidore stepping in. Pulisic's going to get to that loose ball. Bobby Wood wants it in the middle. John Brooks has stayed up there, by the way. Here's Michael Bradley. Trying to return for...
So while you want to come away with this one with 3 points, 1 point wouldn't be the end of the world.
Great tackle by Jones. Pulisic. Orozco buzzing off him. Inside for Wood. Altidore further inside. Trying to find Wood. It was knocked away. Altidore, Wood, Pulisic. Numbers flying forward. Christian Pulisic. Herrera running at him from the outside. Salcedo defending from the inside. It's off Pulisic last. A goal kick from Mexico. We talk about how important home games are in World Cup qualifying, how difficult it is to win away from home. Well, as it stands, all 3 away teams will have won tonight. Panama and Honduras, Costa Rica and Trinidad and Tobago, Mexico and the U.S. Now, it should be said, Mexico these days play far more games in the U.S. than they do in Mexico, particularly when it comes to friendlies.
Not in Columbus, though. But still, John, away games are about little moments for teams, and when you've grinded out a result, you've had a good first half.
Lozano from Chicharito. Chicharito running in front of him. Handing up, he's offside. Flying us up. 90 seconds for the U.S. to get this upfield.
But when you look back on this game will have been decided on a set piece if it ends as it is. And that's those little moments where you switch off for a half second, somebody makes a run in front of you, next thing you know, you're down a goal. And that's what happened. The U.S. just took a huge sucker punch there.
Juan Carlos Osorio, we talked to him Monday night, talked about the marginal decisions, the little moments, the fine details as the important differences in these types of matches. And a man who was meticulous about those little details in his notebook with his pens and his rotation policies and his different formations and lineups. And a man who was only lost once in 15 games in charge, but came in with precarious job security. Has he ended this hex? And has he put Jurgen Klinsmann in a very tough position, taking his team down to Costa Rica Tuesday night? Time-wasting yellow card to Carlos Salcedo, who is already on a yellow. And now they're all coming together.